Right, hello everyone, welcome back to the big old map, and let's just do a recap before I load the game. So for those of you who don't follow religiously, we have a 2k by 2k map, and we have 1500 towns, 900 hotels are done, and I'm generally working on steel and boards related things with a few exceptions. So let's load the game back and then try to figure out what has happened in the last some time, because as you can see, I've been playing with other stuff. And hey ho, this is where we are. I think what I was doing was revamping this madness, which is now done. And why don't I just play? So essentially, the bandwidth here was a little way too limited. That should hopefully be sorted. Why are you doing all that? I don't want that. Oh, because you want to come through here. Well, bless your logic. Okay. Why don't we should start using labels? I'm using it on the other map. And so pretty sure I was doing the usuals. Mines, mine, turn mine. Scrapyard port. So this had been bugging me a lot, but that's now ported. So these seem done. That's obviously not done. These are obviously not done. I'm tempted to believe that I was lurking around here-ish. In and go away. So there's this. This does not immediately count. I'm going to use this. I mean, I'm already using it. Why is this so complicated? Should just go off there. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff missing here, but that's essentially the next batch, next part of the map. I still think I want to head off this way. That's being hooked into something. There's an awful lot of scrap metal here. So wherever you are, and timetable, yes. It's famous last words that should take care of it. Or not. Can I just move these? Scrap small, group. These are all new, so it's not these lot. You. There's always some stuff. It's fine. That should hopefully solve this. While I'm at it, little. even less. I don't like that. Right, so I was kind of saying come off this way. This is the steel end, so probably want to use this. Doesn't really matter, these are not going to go that fast. This mine's actually decent, so I want to see if I can find a nearby port. The one thing I'm not fully understanding is where the F do these all go, but I think they're just loop back someplace. Yeah. It's just exactly what they do. So if I do a station, loader, do that. No, I don't want that. I never get penalized, but honestly, they're so slow, it doesn't matter. And then hook into here somehow. It's not much of a somehow. Just do that. Naughty. Well, doesn't matter. Could have just gone that way. So I want to port. Port map. Port something. Ah, this is the that's plenty. Balloonty. Hello, cat. So if I want to fly from here to here and go. And then I will want, so this is going to get used, which is good for me. Probably not the greatest idea. I should do something about timetabling because otherwise they're just going to be holding up a queue sooner rather than later. Anyway, Yeah, 30,000 crates. So that is tentatively sorted. Whatever that was. So easy to lose stuff. Seriously. So we had a look at that. We know this is okay. 180. 180. I don't really have anything here, and this is pretty close. Do I care about that? Not really. That town's big enough for the both of us. These will obviously be separate things because one of them is called, the other's not. But they shall go back on the same way. We should probably build a bridge. That would be beneficial. Yeah, I don't need this. No, because we're pretty much going off that way. Only hook into this. What? Oyo's egg. It's a bug. But I don't think it's big enough to actually bother with. Mind you, searching site. If I even find the screen share. So I'm trying to do a screencast and then post it into Discord. So I'm still here. Right, anyway, I'm here. So let us I am probably just going to pick a 3 length. For now. And another one for or. Obviously, the whole setup is wrong. Because it should, well, it doesn't matter. It's just going to go for a bit of a loopy. So what's going on here? It's being picked up pretty well. This could probably do with a bit more steel pickup. This guy, 180. You know, I could come down here, it's just a little awkward. That isn't a terrible place. Why would you ever do that? So hilariously enough, if I do this, shut up. Ah, no, I do want to do that because the other one ain't going to go there. You. I mean, these will never actually fill up properly because that train takes, I think, a lot more. A total of 300. And so, especially if I'm not distant, do you ever drop? Hardly. Then this Evolut is spamming me. Everyone's spamming me. I'm being spammed. Okay, so that's hooked in. This we know about. So next batch would be all of these. How much steel we have here? Enough to do an extra chain, basically. This takes, what's the rating? 68. That took all, which is good. 60 odd tons, probably nothing. Why nothing? I have no idea what they're doing. Oh, because it went into the... fine. Anyway. So for some of these little piggies, I'm just going to build a new one. Or am I? I'm not going to build a new one. Probably a terrible choice. Bit of a double terrible choice because everyone's coming off this way. Well, yeah, so that there's a farm. Okay, unload, build a new one. It's a lot less painful. No, I don't want a 15. I don't even think I'm going to bother with a 10, really. You need to GTFO. I'll need to wise up about that. How long was that? Long enough. Okay, So this will obviously need fixing, but for now, it's okay. Ish. Well, really, it's a case of not good, not terrible, but if I go off on this slightly crazy path, shoves the town a bit, but they can build and other places, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. They can go that way. I can, I was about to say I can do stuff here, but really, steal, steal. If I do that, it's still at 12. Fine, of sorts. It's going to get penalized more than a little. Then at this one, blap. Well, it's fugly, but it will hopefully do. Just need to make sure I remember stuff. So let's collect at least 2 mines, iron mines that is, and only, well, at least 2 iron mines. Start with that. That one's a bit in the wrong place, but $200. The thing is, regardless of anything, there's already a route here, okay? So 'I could just do this. And this. And then get a small engineering thingy bobby. There was a way to put a speed restriction on these things. or just, load halfway. Like. And then why? Copy that. Copy that. They're going pretty far. I think this, whatever this thing is absolutely going to 42. Not great, not terrible. I'd much rather it was slower, but further much rather this is not the wisest idea. Can I? No. Okay. That is semi-sorted, so then I don't need to deal with half of the scrap. And in fact, if I do the steel mill, unshockingly, tunnel, meh. How are we looking? A lot of stuff here. Well, get using. Do I want to fly things? Why not? I think in the other game I figured that using helicopters is not a totally stupid idea for this. What is this thing? This is south. U 180. U also 180. 225. Okay. Probably not the smartest idea, but the point is that there are quite a lot of them. Could probably just fly things, but that would be sensible. At which point I could just do all of them. Can I do that? Yes. So if I do clone one of these, and go there, and then clone yet another one, and go here, even if you can't. And then clone yet another one and go here, even if you can't. So it's going to get confused because it can't get there, but I don't mind yet. I don't care. Fuck off. Yeah, we're definitely not going to boost that. This, yeah. My new neighbor smokes weed, and the sort of stuff he's on, I think it's a he. I'm not sure because I've seen all genders around. Anyway, they smoke so strong stuff. I'm getting high on it. Mm. I mean, not really getting high on it, but I can definitely smell the stuff. I can tell you that much. It's a pretty stupid idea, I have to admit. Okay, I don't know where to put deeper, so we'll put one here and there. You get deeper, and you get a deeper, and everyone gets a deeper. 80, 61, that's fine. We can deal with that. And I want engineering supplies. See, I don't genuinely think this will work in terms of money anyway, because we're going so far. Timetable, timetable. Interesting. Goes off that way. Even more interesting is that I don't actually have anything here. I don't know what that was. You. Oh, dear me, why are you Juliet? Was it this? Not really, but where have I? Just want to make sure I have not shared orders. I already do have these things, so don't do more of it. Did that. I am curious though. Like, I don't have anything coming here. Fascinating. I'm an idiot. Also, 2 counts will not do. And you're still lost. Where the heck are you? I don't even know where they are. Where are you? I'm trying to comprehend where it's going, really. But it's fascinating. It now says steel mill, like extra info. About 9 minutes. You know what? I think this this is stupid. How are you actually lost? Seriously. Why are you going there? I don't care about that. Ah. So you do function. Right. Appear to have fuckered something. Hmm. Any more of you? None. I don't know if this actually shows vehicles. Aha. Yeah, it does. What's Pudupit? Why are we here? I think I just cloned them. Okay, well, go someplace and don't come back. It's not that difficult to find the depot, really. Or maybe it is. Kids, that is why you don't mix your term lines with your talk lines. At this point, actually build, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, we definitely need more trains here. What's fascinating though, is that these all lose money. And this needs, what do trains come from on this side? Okay, well, nice knowing you, buddy. Hope you can't hear it, but some idiots honking horns. Like, where are you? This is 5. Sorry, not too automated. Also, what is that? And what is... Huh? Okay, so that will hopefully top off eventually. Goods I'm not too phased about. 1100, it's not that much anyway. We know about that. And we theoretically know about this, but still don't understand how we're losing that sort of money. Alpaca, non-steel, yada, yada, yada. What's your... You're not timetabled. Time's about to be up, but okay, you go into stuff, you make money. One does not understand. Get another one. This I'm not too phased about. I don't really understand though why we're doing this. Like, this is just stupid. Time-wise, half a minute. Why do you guys turn back? Yeah, time's up. Still not big enough. I don't have more space. You're timetabling here. Supposedly not. Practically yes. You are all timetabling here. Well, if you're going to be that stupid, steel mill, leave early. Okay, I'm going to stop here because we're actually out of time. But thanks for watching, and any thoughts, comments, likes, whatnot, let me know, please, and we shall continue. Bye bye.